Woodland day packs. Woodland micro rigs. Multicam black micro rigs. These are both AKM4s. Also got Coyote if you're into that kind of thing. Stacked micro rigs, Coyote. 8 mag stacked Coyote. Gray subgun micro. Multicam black shotgun micro. Multicam subgun micro. Coyote subgun micro. Medical backpack. Small clothes bags. Medium clothes bags. We made a bunch more clothes bags today. Small clothes bags down there. Danglers. Fupas. XLs. Yeah, all the rest of them are cut. And so they've all started sewing. Tool pods. Toiletry bags. The new shirt this week. That's the new shirt right there. Hey, do you have something on over here heating up? I can smell it. Multicam black red toiletry bags. Coyote toiletry bags. Typhon red toiletry bags. ID carriers, if you haven't seen these. ID carriers. Chem lights, pens, pencils on the back, business card slot. Let's see what's inside. So, got a slot here, slot behind the slot, and a zippered pouch behind all of that. Red toiletry bags. Raid royal blue boot bags. More day packs. More multicam black AKM4 micros. Still more day packs out there getting edge tape. Lever gun chest rigs. We are doing multicam black and woodland, and the cards on these will be wrapped. So this black scuba will be wrapped in the matching camo pattern. Gray Fupa danglers. There's another batch of Fupa danglers right there coming. Gray and black. Fupa XLs, multicam black. Coyote Fupas. Multicam black Fupas. Black Fupa danglers. Black Fupas right there. Multicam black day packs will probably get made tomorrow. I think that's what these are. Yep, multicam black day packs. And then clothes bags, clothes bags, clothes bags there. These are, I'll bet these are those backpack pieces already started right there. $45.70. These are those subgun micros right here. Multicam black tool bags. Something here, I'm not sure, some kind of tool bag. It's a color combo we haven't done before, I think. Tons of stuff, lots of stuff, guys. There's a lot of stuff going. Great live stream earlier. Got a couple of new shirts ordered. Travis Weaver, thank you for your order. Any multicam black woodland day packs? There will be. There is not yet. There is woodland and there is multicam black. There is not combo right now. Hosfeld, what's up? Vance, what's up? Fabian, I'm sure I'm slaying your name there. Welcome. Barrett, what's up? Isaac Barrett. Tom, what's going on? Papa Mike. Billy Magnum. Shivo. Tim Riley, what's up? Eagle. Scott Taylor. Dean Mullis, what's up? Toy Town. Ron Most. Landfill. Molina, what's up? Chase Kelly. Corey Suttles. I think we got everybody. Fabian, I'm sure, man. John, we'll go with John. John. Prepared Citizen, what's up? Freaking weird. First, it took me to today's live group, then couldn't comment and vote weird. War like, what's up? What's up? How's everybody's day? I'm a little tired. What is going on out here? Large Coyote clothes bags. And over here is, day pack side pouches. We're doing a run of side pouches for your day packs. So if anybody gets that, we will have side pouches for those day packs available. Same shit, different day. Prepared citizen, right on, worked all day. I got 60 more chickens, 40 more chickens tonight. I don't know. I bought all the chickens they had. I don't know how many was there. I bought all of them. And then they get more chickens on Thursday, I think he said. So we'll be getting more chickens. Steel and Brass, what's up? Everything's good. Patrick, what's up? We will be recording Pulling the Thread podcast tomorrow. I have a little rant video that we will make. It's always, I got a PayPal chargeback or a dispute. And you have 30 days, so we'll just sit on that motherfucker right there. But dude ordered a Coyote Fupa dangler and a Woodland Fupa dangler. Like, we have them both. And yesterday he sends an email and he's like, hey, civilian DOD contractor, don't worry about the time on this. And then today the fool charges it off. Like, we have both the items. I just don't want him to have them. So we'll just wait and then just refund them. Fucking turd. Corey Watkins, what's up? Oh, so here's some wrap. They've already started these. I didn't even realize that. So these are how these cards will look. And then we'll sew the elastic on. They make a camo elastic, but the elastic that we get that's printed is not as good. This elastic is a much better elastic. This is the elastic we've used for 30 years. Talking shit on the live? Maybe, I don't think so. You talking about the guy that popped back up with 3 separate accounts? Probably not the same guy. Maybe, you never know. Saw some of the live at lunch, right on. Hey, Evan was live at the same time. Radio Made Easy was on live with Jack Spirko. And that's a good listen. You guys should watch that if you have not. No, they don't understand it either, man. they don't. Impulse buy. You know, you don't really know what happened there, buddy? What happened? You've done that a million times. Now all of a sudden, cliffhanger? Come on, you can do it. See, here's like, I have both of them. They're sitting right here. Chances are that, well, it would have to be, because it's the orders from like a week or so ago. So these are in a box waiting on a free item. So he must have used a promo code. Otherwise they would have shipped out. And we have them. I mean, I think we got the Woodland ones yesterday. So shit, for all I know, that thing could have already shipped out of here. Notice on the website you're offering Woodland padded NVG cases. Are those already on the shelf? No, they're not. Nope. And if you don't order one of these, you're not going to get one. You're not going to get it. I get it, not wanting to wait on shit. Totally understand. But you're not going to get one if you don't order it. I've got a grudge guy asking for a refund at my business too, even though I have signatures weekly from him for 3 months receiving every lesson he paid for. Vance, what are you teaching him, man? What are you teaching him? We used to publish all their information. Like when we'd publish the whole email, which oftentimes had the phone number in there. So they would just get calls from our customers, like all day long. They would have to shut their Facebook pages down. James Barton, what's up? Field Tack, what's up? How are you? Fupa dangler worth the wait. Use mine date. Yeah, we have a bunch of them too, man. We've been running hundreds a week, literally hundreds of Fupas. And any one of those dudes, if you'd have ordered a single one, you guys, you'd have had it already. Ballroom dancing. Are you fucking with me, or you really teach ballroom dancing? Is that real? I got a buddy that actually does teach ballroom dancing. Maybe you do. I mean, I don't fucking know. He fell for my lady teacher, but she said no. Now he's salty. Does she have any private messages or anything? She should reach out to him and just talk to him and see what he has to say. How is he disputing the charges? Through the credit card company? You already delivered them. Like, you're going to win that dispute. Send an email. Not sure if you got it. I had a wrapped belt from March that I paid through PayPal. Tried to send through the confirmation email. Brandon, I don't know. I'll just refund that. Just send me the info and we'll kill that right out. We'll be done with it. Did SOF have a store or was it just a magazine? Soldier of Fortune? Just a magazine as far as I know. They put a big show on in, they did a big show that was in Las Vegas for years. We went to several of those shows. President Merkin, what's up? Does everybody know what a Merkin is? A studio in Indiana. Right on, Vance. Vance, have you been here before? Do you go by another name, or you're the dude I'm thinking of? You have to be. How many fucking ballroom dance teachers could I possibly know? Ugh. All right, guys, there's 76 of you on here. Type some shit out that we can talk about and we will have a conversation. But I do not have the bandwidth to walk around and create my own conversation. Here are more toiletry bags that are running right now. Here are probably more toiletry bags. Yep, toiletry bags, toiletry bags, toiletry bags, lots of them. Peanut butter or jam? Nobody wants fucking grape. Come on. Grape jelly? Nobody wants any fucking jelly. That's some bullshit. Everybody wants preserves. Nobody wants grape anyways. How many ballroom dancers could you possibly know? Mark, what's up? Joseph.
More than one.
It's got to be the dude. He's been here. We've talked face to face several times. Same name, no others. Have you been here, Vance? Have we spoken face to face? Like upstairs, we hung out for a while. That's you? Hawaii is still weird, or is that Florida shooting? It's all weird.
Especially the mostly white Asian.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Mostly white
That's
Asian?
what the news article said. Mostly white.
So he apparently has no social media all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
But when you look at his family, staunch liberal supporters, like everything was hate Trump, hate Trump, hate Trump.
But, so who did he shoot?
Who did he shoot? They said it was black folks that he shot.
Well, that's weird because liberals like black folks, I thought.
No, liberals hate black folks. They just want the black folks to, they promise black people a bunch of stuff so that black folks will vote for them. Have you not seen all those fucking shirts going around the black people are wearing, all the rappers?
No.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't listen to that.
They are very much for Trump.
Interesting.
Yeah, who was in blackface? All the fucking liberals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who founded the KKK? The liberals.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah. Never been to the SOE comp. Vance, man. There's a TAC Response alumni student. I thought he was like Chicago or New York, and he teaches ballroom dancing, man. What what a small world. Wild sour cherry. Oh, wild sour for sure. I've never even seen it. I do buy cherry preserves. Well, my personal shopper buys me cherry preserves. How long till they really try a 15-minute sleep? Guys are coming, man. They're fucking happening. In effect. So you're telling me there's a chance. Project Bluebeam? Yeah, it looks to be, man. Is it all AI? Is it all just people creating great videos for, I don't know, why do it? For the attention, maybe? I mean, where's the monetization off of the video shorts? Ballroom dancing is no fun. Good work. Oh, I'll bet it is, man. I'll bet it is. Trump being indicted on RICO while they arrested his lawyer, and the leader of the Blacks for Trump is comedic genius. No Democrat could plan. Yeah, that's, and the black dude's the only dude that they didn't let bail out. It's just another psyop. 15-minute orgasm cities. How long did it take for the wood chips you spread on the property to rot down? About a year. They rot down depending how deep you put them. I put wood chips all along the end of the building in the driveway last year in wood chips, real heavy. I mowed a couple weeks ago, and then I mowed tonight. I scalped it all down to 1 inch, and there are no wood chips there. They were fully rotted down. And I put them on top of cardboard too this year. Blue doesn't burn, and it's called Blue Beam. Oh yeah, maybe. There does seem, I mean, there's a lot of that out there, man. Thomas Payne, what up? Philippine Nomad. Hey, I got your email, buddy. Corbett Prince, what's up? John Shu, ASMR. What is that? Is that ass to mouth? Isn't that what ASMR is? Huge turnout when Trump drove through neighborhoods. Oh yeah, there is everywhere. I mean, just look at the events. I know people that have gone to them. That should be a ringtone. I don't even have a ringtone. I don't talk on the phone. The voicemail on my phone has been full for 20 years on this phone number. Richmond, north of Richmond, was written by AI because it's too perfect. Am I just paranoid? Big worm. Like, who cares, man? Who cares? Just like, do you like it? Use it for whatever you're going to use it for. Do you feel like it draws people tighter together? Awesome. Like, who cares? I just leave my phone on silent. Yeah, my phone is always on silent as well. But like, you can't call me. You can't talk to me on the phone. Saw Amanda in Regular Stars Live. Yeah, she's in there quite a bit. I'm on there usually if I'm sitting still. Nope, he wrote all the songs. Look into stuff. Right on. What are your member options and perks? Calvin, that's out there, man. Just click on the members area. There's a $1, a $5, $10. The $10 level, you get everything. Probably, I don't know, guys. There's 81 of you on here. Is it safe to say that probably over half of my content that we publish is at the $10 level, and then the other half's public? Have you seen all those shorts of me and Scully, the Pulling the Thread podcast shorts? Do you like those? That's from our podcast. We do a podcast every week. It's at the $10 level. It's $10. You get the podcast as current events. Don't want to pay the $10? No worries. Comes out for free 3 months later where it is not current events. Well, with the money, $10 level. Got some burnt orange, or rust as they call it, Cordura canvas today. Right on. I've not seen it or heard of it. Do I have trauma kits? I do not. I have all the stuff to put your trauma kits in. Check out. I can give you some trauma. You want mental trauma, physical trauma. Homestead Medical. He might be on here. I haven't seen him comment. He sells med supplies. the beekeeping meeting. It was very cool. I learned quite a bit. I learned a lot of stuff actually that I didn't know. My phone only rings for, oh yeah, you can set it so it only rings for certain people, huh? $10 level more than worth the 10x. There's Homestead Medical. Check him out. If you purchase a trauma kit from Refuge, they offer training. Yes, they do. Yep. Chuck Peoples offers training. He's here on the live. Chuck People will be here at Self-Reliance Festival, and he'll actually be giving a medical class at SRF. Thanks for having Bear out. Few events, because now I'm guessing you said following him. Yep. Pulling the Thread is a good read indeed. I don't know what you mean by read. Pissed I missed the beekeeping meeting. I'll make it to the solar one. Yeah, just come on out. There's some good people there, man. Carrie, I don't know, man. John, what's the option to change the order to Woodland from Multi? I don't know. What's the order? I don't have a fucking clue. Help me help you. Bob Lester, what's up? Watched Pulling the Thread 35 on Rumble. Then when episode 25 came out on YouTube, I realized how much I was missing. Yeah, there's a lot of gap there. John Witherspoon, what's up, man? John Witherspoon knows a thing or two about bees. I've been eating, I ate his honey on an English muffin this morning. Bear needs an iFix trauma shirt. How many employees do I have? I don't know, maybe 12 right now. We fluctuate between 12 and 16. We had a new girl start. She lasted 2 or 3 weeks. We get people that can do the job. They just come in and don't do the job. They just fucking look around and fucking work half. When you hire a person and they do better the first week than they do the third week, that's always an issue. I have a lot of machines that are not running. I could bring in 5 more people tomorrow and sit them right down and work them, and then I've got another 20 sewing machines also. Pulling the Thread is on Rumble. Yes. Only some of them are on Rumble. You can't game it and go to Rumble and watch them if you're not a member also. It's the same thing. We uploaded episode 35 2 weeks ago, and YouTube immediately pulled it down and gave us a strike. So we made it public up on Rumble for everyone to see, and a lot of people watched it and said, wow, I really want to have these every week, so they became members. Work ethic, yeah. Entitled to nothing, earn everything. Most decent creators doing lives won't take a question unless it's paid. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize a lot of the YouTube channels where the comments fly by, the people that are actually on the video live, they only see the paid for comments, right? There's a button here I can click, and all it does is super chat. I won't see anything other than super chats. Here's the inside of the bags if you haven't seen these. The day packs, they're all Velcro lined inside. So is the opposite wall of that. And so is the opposite wall there. You get 3 full walls in this thing that are Velcroed. Is it 3 or is it 4? It's 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I started working when I was 10 doing carpentry for my uncle. Been working since, yeah. When I was 13, and I worked before that, at 13, I took 2 buses, 90 minutes, to get to a McDonald's. Like I legally worked at McDonald's in Kearney Mesa, San Diego, when I was 13 years old. And then when I was 13 and a half, they would drop me off at a job site with a wheelbarrow, a pickaxe, and a sledgehammer, and I would bust up concrete. They would paint on the slabs wherever they wanted it busted out, and I would break out all the concrete with a sledgehammer, and then pick it out with a pickaxe, and then wheel it all around front with a wheelbarrow. And then at 5:30, when they showed up with the Toyota truck, a big Toyota truck, I would lift all that concrete and put it back in the truck, and then we would take it and dump it. I did that for years. I did that. Decorative brick, block, and masonry. And then I would also clean up, you know, all the grout, which meant muriatic acid. So you'd get a brand new pair of gloves every Monday, and you would have holes in it by Wednesday. And the tips of your fingers from the sand and the muriatic acid, your fingertips were always bleeding. Do you produce your own hook loop in that size or specialty? No. This is, what is this, 5-inch? Looks like 5. It might be 6. When we're out of it or can't get it, which is more and more frequently, I have ordered stuff this year that I've been ordering for 20 years, and this year we have not been able to get a lot of things. There's been a lot of, something's always been, this is 6-inch. So if I couldn't get 6, I would use 4 pieces of 3-inch. Anything over 6 is kind of difficult to work with. I mean, you can get like display wall. I have some 52-inch wide Velcro, but it's a fucking pain in the ass to cut. It's a pain in the ass to work with for the most part. What would you recommend for a great carry-on bag for travel? Man, you could use it like for overhead. Is that what you like? It has to fit overhead, or it has to fit under your seat, or checked baggage. Like we fly with super kit bags. It's easy to get those over the weight. Like the weight used to be 75, then it was 60. I don't know what it currently is. Overhead, you can put a medium clothes bag will fit overhead. A kit bag, a normal kit bag will fit overhead. Have to do it on a computer, YouTube. Yeah, Apple got in some pissing contest. Do you die cut? No, we cut everything like a 2-year-old. Like cutting out, you know, paper dolls. Everything's traced with a pattern, cut with scissors. Off the wall question: anyone said you resemble the lead of Judas Priest? The gay guy with the split tongue that's bald? No, I don't see that resemblance. I have not heard. Are you talking about Rob Halford? Medium clothes bag on day. Yeah, the medium clothes bag will do it, man. Ever considered trying to make body armor? No, I've never thought of that, man. Do you mean like weave the Kevlar or laminate the bulletproof stuff? Are we talking plates or are you talking armor carriers? Anthem jerky just discovered, and they sell a flavor straight fire, and wow, it's hot. Right on. I don't like hot food. I was pumped when I saw the day packs in the text. That means other colors will be coming. Yeah, multi-cap black's coming up. Charlie Wood, do you have one on order? £50 currently, but they told my wife to 40 at the beginning. Fuck, dude, it's to the point where you guys might as well fly private. Like, it's as crazy as that is. You might as well just fly private. People say that about every white dude over 40 who shaves their head. I've never heard it, man. Never heard it. Yeah, I have a cut. Charlie Wood, what do you have a custom order? What is it? What you got? Are the flies still bad down there? They are. They weren't as bad today. Maybe it's because we got so much rain over the weekend. Like, we got a lot of rain. And it cooled off. Like, when I walked outside this morning, it was 65 degrees. It was actually nice this morning. I meant the Disturbed lead singer, but without all the fancy face piercings. What's Disturbed doing now? Down with the Sickness, man. That was the best album. We played that thing. That and Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock. Need a custom life jacket for your mini wiener dog? I'm sure there's one out there, man. I'm sure somebody makes one. chartered flight is comparable to something private. Yeah, you're way better just flying private, man. Plus, when you fly private, you don't sit in the terminals and wait for the plane. You don't do all the bullshit. You typically don't go through customs. You don't do none of that shit. Disturb still cranking out music, right on. Getting down with the thickness. Like a shorty with the quickness. Sounds of silence. Plate system like Pinnacle making dragon skin. Excuse me. I thought dragon skin. I thought bullets went through dragon skin. Or is dragon skin still around? Is that still a going concern? They went out of business. Yeah, we don't. I've made armor carriers in the past. We made some for the Navy, but I have no intention of making armor carriers. You have so many options out there for armor carriers, man. If you need one, you would have one already. Go get you one. Do the material you guys use resist thermal imaging? I hear that's the ninja way. Well, Bill Carson, I have all of this here. So buy you any piece of it, and you tell me if your thermals resist it. So when guys ask this question, it doesn't fucking matter because they don't have thermals. The word you're looking for is solution dyed. Chris Watkins, what's up? Caswell, what's up? LBVs are the way. When John yawn, it's like a glitch in the yeah, man. I'm tired. I'm a little tired. We got a lot of shit done today. This is the only place I can talk jerky 1 second, tactical gear another, and chickens. Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want. You're talking to a dude that's 52 years old, ran a company for 35 years, has been with the same woman for over 20 years. We've raised 5 fucking kids. I mean, we're still together. We still run around. People are asking, like, do you really have as much fun as it looks like in the videos? And Amanda's answer, if you're in the members group, you know what the answer is. But she said, yeah, we actually have way more fun. Most of it we can't even show on YouTube. There are ways, but nothing very... there's ways to get around thermal. It depends on the thermal. And it also depends who's looking for you, right? Boo Boo LaFufu that kicks your door in the middle of the night, he ain't going to have thermals. Some of your law enforcement, depending where you are, might have thermals. I mean, there's law enforcement agencies that are still using fucking AK-47s in the United States and 9mm carbines, you know, Ruger carbines and shit. It just depends who's after you. What is it that you're prepping for, and what is it that you are most likely, to encounter? Who is that? Get butt naked and wrap yourself in tinfoil. You can put something, a barrier between you and the thermal. I found thermal resistant ghillies that are in the tens of thousands. I've not seen it. We'll have to check one of those out. Finally had to switch chicken food because they stopped laying eggs. Started feeding them organic and they all started laying again. I'm not generally a fan of organic due to cost. Yeah, cost is high. When all that shit started, and it started happening to my birds too, what you find is a lot of that layer pellet, that high protein layer pellet, it's all made by Purina. The Tractor Supply is made by Purina. All these places are all made by Purina. I took my birds off of layer pellet and literally started feeding them cracked corn, well, scratch and sunflower seed. And then I had a coop, I had, like, say a coop, it's a run, there's probably 40 chickens in there. And I fed those guys whole corn and sunflower seed. And I didn't feed any layer pellet for, I don't know, 6 months, and my egg production was up. I am again feeding layer pellet, and now that you mention it, my egg production is down. So I think that there is something in there that it's not a high enough protein. Now I have quail that I'm feeding, you know, high protein game bird feed to, and their egg production's very low. As soon as I give them mealworms or black soldier fly larvae, and I'm using, you know, dehydrated. I think it's dehydrated, not freeze dried. The next day I start getting eggs. Like, it triples my eggs just by giving them mealworms or black soldier fly larvae. The easier way to get out of line of sight is to get out of line of sight, also known as below ground level, but it is airborne FLIR, good luck. Purina is rotten dead horses. I mean, if I could get a dead horse, I would just chop it up. My dogs would love that. Purina is also, like, I got a buddy that bow fishes. He wins a lot of competitions, and they have these big rollback dumpsters, and they put all the fish in there, and the fish gets taken to Purina, I believe it's Purina, and they make dog and cat food out of it. Does the closed bag have a shoulder strap? It does not. It has two straps. You can put typically one of those straps on your shoulder. You're spot on when you say, I can't read all your words are cut off. Solar Eagles or grovel with the turkeys. Hometown, area, region. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. A grilly band called Pro Aptu Gilly. Get down, knock it off. Pro Aptu Gillies is the brand, okay. Got shipping on your 8 mag? Yep, we shipped it out. I put the extra little pouch in there for you, John. I boxed it up this morning. Why is it always you? Evan Dixon. Good interview today, man. I was listening to that right before I went live. And then when we got off our live, I listened to the entire thing. Good interview. They're using those fish for something. Most bow fishers I see use them for fertilizer. Got it. Deplorable bag has it. Yeah, deplorable. I don't have any deplorable bags. A wool mat blanket has been known to work. Yep, cardboard, corrugated cardboard. Space blanket. There's all kinds of shit. I have a bag from an old mystery order that's basically a clothes bag with a shoulder strap right on. You think any heavy vegetated gilly would be closer to ambient tip than body temp anyways? Just a thought. Well, if you're in it, I mean, your body temperature is going to raise the temperature of the veg that you put in it. And I've got the ghillie suit master to talk to. I'm not the dude. Jump on our Patreon. It's $5. We do a Patreon members video. and ask about ghillie suits. I don't know if you know about our podcast. The dude that I do the podcast with was a Marine Scout sniper. He was also the head R&S instructor for SOTG for years. And then he was the NCOIC of Scout Sniper School on Camp Pendleton. He put a lot of dudes through sniper school, and they were actually used to infiltrate areas with specialized security in nuclear facilities and other DOD facilities. And they snuck into a lot of places they were not supposed to get into. Mylar space blankets work well, but you have to have a standoff. You stand off between you. You put them between you and your body. Yeah. Like we had some Raytheon thermal imaging units. They had like a cryo chip. They would turn on and kind of whine for a minute, and then they would cool they would cool themselves down. And we were able to defeat those. Now this was years ago, but you were able to defeat those with cardboard between you. Just having something to stand off would defeat it. Thermal's gotten way better. I just hide in a Yeti cooler. Yeah, I just hide in a cave. Story Scully told about having to sneak into the facility 24 hours was awesome. Yep, that was a Department of Energy facility. Glass, yep. Yeah, guys, you can't see through a window with thermal. That's why the human-sized Yetis are $2,000. Is there I guess there is. I'm always baffled when you open a Yeti cooler and it's so much smaller on the inside. What do I have? I don't have Yetis. I have that other one that's made in Tennessee here. I can't remember the name of it. And every time I bought, I'm like, I can't believe I'm buying a $500 cooler. I bought a pretty decent size one to carry around on the razors with us, but it only holds like six. It only holds a 6-pack inside. Nope, not Arctic. Not Arctic. There's another one. Me and Buddy made ghillie suits when we were kids. I think we all did, man. Shitty cooler? No, it's I don't know what it's called. It's got the whale tail on it, I think. I think I bought a Orca. That's it. Orca. Yeah. They're here in Tennessee. I bought a Amanda pink one, and then I got like a beige colored one. That one police department got in trouble for buying a bunch of Yeti coolers. I don't know who that is. Orcs. I like the old tech colors. Didn't weigh 50 pounds. Man, I've had some Coleman coolers. Like even a fucking Coleman cooler is expensive now. It's always like the plastic hinges that break. Some of them have nice like aluminum, billet hinges on them now. But I mean, it's something. As a kid, you don't take care of stuff, and as an adult, you're gonna buy that thing, and if you keep it out of the sun, it's gonna last. That's always what destroys mine. We just leave them out in the sun, and the sun destroys everything. Comms community is all up in arms about a guy who did a pre-order 9 months ago, disappeared, and never shipped them. Evan, who is that? I have a big Yeti and use my igloo. The igloo's way less. Build a Faraday body bag. Smoking cigars with some older guys and heard about LS tractors. Has anyone had any experience with them? Looked and sounded good in the barn, but all I know, Korean maybe, motors made by Mitsubishi. So, Randon, I've got a tractor. You probably haven't ever heard of it. It's called a Kubota. Commercial equipment, skid steer. Love it. I know guys have like Yanmars and some import tractors, and the dealer support does seem to be better for them now. Check out a YouTube channel called Tractor Tony. He's actually 20 minutes up the road from here, Tractor Tony. And he interviews, he has, his whole channel is on like home tractors and stuff. And I know that he has done a bunch of the imports. I would look at some of his content, having put hands on those things. Other than that, I don't know. A friend of mine has an LS and hates it. Why does he hate it, James? What's he hate about it? The number one thing I would look at when you're buying equipment is, can you use everyone else's attachments? Does it have quick connect? Can you get it closed cab? Can you get it with an air conditioner? Like, I know dudes are like, but it's $6,000 more for air conditioner and closed cab. I'm telling you, you're not going to ever go back and add it after the fact. The best air conditioning, I got 20 vehicles on my property. The best air conditioning on the entire property is the Kubota skid steer. Our late 70s Coleman 48 plastic lasted 20 years. Yeah, guys, we would put ice in those things, and a week later we would still have ice in those. After going to the desert, we would go to the desert for 2 or 3 days, Ocotillo Wells, come back, and 3 days later there'd still be ice in it. My metal Colemans, right on. He said stuff breaks, takes forever to repair because it's hard. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. Can you get parts for it? And what does the dealer support look like? New Holland, not as common as Kubota. John Deere, those are everywhere. But John Deere, man, nightmare stories with John Deere stuff. And you're going to pay a premium, and I don't think that it's worth it. I got buddies that farm. They use big John Deere equipment. But for like a homeowner, I have a John Deere. I've got a 30 horsepower John Deere front end loader right now with a bush hog, and it's got some other implements with it. Starts every time. That thing can be covered in ice and snow, and if you can get the ignition to turn, that diesel tractor starts up every time. It doesn't have enough ass to do any front end lifting. It's better than like a lawn tractor, but it's nothing like commercial equipment, man. Dealer support is yeah, he lives on Duck River up by you. Got it. Yeah, I've not heard of an LS tractor. Have you expanded into solar or wind? I have not. I have some solar panels, but not like roof mounted stuff. I have this system right here, Blue Eddy, and I have 4 8-foot solar panels that will push juice into these things. New John Deere is a night. Yeah, John Deere and Cat, man. They're turning off like they're turning off people's. They can literally just turn your shit off remotely. They don't want you to work on your stuff. They've got computer programs in them, and they like it. Man, I would not buy a John Deere right now. If you're getting into solar, buy something panels. They collect from buy. But what good is that going to do if we're propping them? If what's it matter if it collects from both sides? Like if we're going to roof mount those things. That's our next project, is to put some solar on some of the roofs here. And if you're near or local here, Middle Tennessee Homesteaders Alliance, we go to Dawn's place. She's got a badass classroom, barn dominium. The dude, he was there at the beekeeping thing, but he's going to be doing a little lecture on solar. And then Sean Mills, Hack My Solar, Hack My Homestead. He did a full install on Nicole's place a few months ago. That's badass. And I don't remember who she bought her panels from, but they have a pretty good discount on panels right now. The same panels she used on her roof. A lot of John Deere is made out of plastic. Yeah, I've seen that. Sounds like Kubota is the way. Dude, James, when you're ready to get a Kubota, come down here. I'll take you to the dealer. It's Coleman Tractor. They've got one in Paris. They've got one in Clarksville, and they've got a few more. But I'll hook you up with the dude William. He's a shooter, cool dude. Been in here a bunch of times. When I needed my tractor, we had to order it custom. They brought it in when I needed my drill. He went and got his own he took his own trailer and picked it up for me from the other place and brought it to me. William's been awesome to deal with. Not opposed to Kubota. In Florida, 50% of insurance companies are covering solar. They don't know how to rate it yet. David, what's up? I wish we could still get Willie's Jeeps new. Yeah, no shit, man. Something to be said about a Jeep you can take apart and put in boxes yourself. Was leaning towards I think Bobcat's great, man. I got a buddy that runs, big company, and that's what he runs, this Bobcat. I got a few friends that have Bobcats. Was leaning towards Bobcat. That blue and the AC was nice in the LS. I know color doesn't really matter, but when spending that money, I'd like the way. I understand, man. I understand. 2-axis solar tracking is cheap DIY if you mount all the panels to one frame. So, are you talking about solar tracking? Dude, everybody I know that does solar stuff says it's not worth the money. Even Curtis Stone said he wouldn't mess with it. I'm not saying that you're incorrect. It sounds pretty badass to me, but everybody I know with big solar, or any solar for that matter, guys that come out and do demos and do installs and put a lot of solar in, and they'll sell it to you, but they tell you it's not worth it. You like the orange? Past couple nights seem cooler here in Texas. It's cooler here. It was 65 this morning. What's the rule of thumb for solar? Buy the cheapest panels and spend the money and lots of batteries. Solar on your roof is not a good option to me. What do you do if you need to replace shingles? So I have a metal roof, man. I have 10,000 feet of roof, and half of it is south facing. I installed solar in the 90s, early 2000s. Tracking is a huge pain in the ass. Solar is overrated. Okay. I mean, I've got natural gas. I've got 3-phase in the building. I've got 4 meters on the property. I mean, I got a lot of power on the property. I've also got natural gas. I have a dozen gasoline generators. I love the idea of a big, huge diesel or nat gas, fed line generator. But I mean, solar, I like the idea of solar also. If shit really is bad, I would like to be able to, run quiet. I like the idea of being able to charge electric bicycles. And I've got friends with solar and they're running. And here's another thing to think about with solar too. Tennessee, a bunch of people sold all these properties in other states and got a lot of money and moved here to middle of nowhere, Tennessee. And they would buy these 100-acre properties. And what they found is none of the contractors could build their projects for 5 years. So all these guys brought in tiny houses. So many tiny houses came in and were sold that it cut into the mobile home industry. The mobile home industry leaned on the politicians. The big politicians leaned on the local level politicians. And they told all these companies that not to energize these buildings. They will not put a meter on these buildings if they don't have a Department of Transportation, if they're not on a frame with wheels. What's the workaround? You can put in solar. You can put in solar, you can run a generator, you can do whatever you want to do, but solar is a pretty good fix, in the short term. Now, I'm not saying you're going to pay for it by the savings in electricity. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm not going to do solar because I don't want to pay for electricity. That's not the reason. Aren't there a lot of nuclear power plants in Tennessee? I don't know the answer to that. Woodland and Tiger Stripe, 2 favorite camo patterns, right on. At Scott, what the fuck are we talking about? At Scott. I don't even see a Scott on here. Maybe I am, if I'm not in live chat. I'm going to be difficult for folks in the South. It's going to be difficult for folks in the South to go off grid. With 100 plus summers, grid tied will not only, will be the only option for most. You can run a mini split off solar. Multicam CQB pockets. There is no way you're going to get any kind of return on investment, but if there is no grid, it's yeah, that's my point. Yeah, all the it'll pay for itself is horseshit. By the time it's paying for itself, it's degraded. CQB pockets, multicam, right here, right here, right here. Yeah, I've got some. Depends what you want. Windmills offshore. Woodland camo looks bad. Yeah, I like it. I know it's kind of a pussy question, but being the father of 2 kids, any suggestions on raising meat rabbits and chickens without getting attached like you would to a pet? Are we talking about for the kids? For the kids? Or are you getting attached? Those aren't pets. Let them have a pet. This is your pet here. These are meat. These are meat makers. This is where they come from. This is how we grow them. This is what we turn them into. They don't even have to be present when you kill them, right? And I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff out there on how to do this. You know, I'm sure I never had a problem with it, man. We always had reptiles. We had mice. We would thump the mice. We would feed them to the snakes. Start with crickets. Show them the lifestyle. You know, the life cycle. The crickets get fed to the lizard, right? For the kid, yeah, don't name them. Don't name them. Let them have one that's a pet. Give them a special fancy one that's a pet. Friend raises cows for their kids. They don't name meat animals, and make sure to explain there are no pets. They are from. That's right. Small scale nuclear for me all the way. Awesome. Run a 2,400 square foot home on solar and batteries is nice, but wish I still had grid for running equipment like welders. Well, you totally can, though. You could run a diesel generator. You could run a fuel generator. You could even have a service put in. Just have the service put in for electric, for your running, you know, welders and stuff. Or get a big Miller welder that runs on gasoline. There's plenty of that stuff out there, too. Mini splits put less amps, but each bedroom would need, yeah, yep. You're going to move in, just like in the summer. When the power goes out, you're all going to sleep in one room. You're not going to have individual rooms. You're not going to run the whole house. You're going to hang up moving blankets and comforters, and you're going to wall off half the house, and you're going to heat half the house. And that's what you do when you're cooling. That's just what you're going to have to do. You're going to sleep in the cool room. You're not going to have privacy. If there's a nuclear power plant near you and you don't even know. No, I don't fucking know, because there's not a nuclear power plant near me. The Deaf Group Moss Gray. We've got something like it. There's not a Pantone for Moss Gray. What color is Moss Gray? What's the 3-digit number for it? Do you know? I thought that's some bullshit that London Bridge came up with. And we have, I don't know, 1,000 yards of some overages it looks to be the same color. But I don't have matching Velcro and shit. When a dude's like, hey, can you build me a moss gray? No, I'll build you a gray one. We raise chickens for meat. Kids name the ones they like. When it comes time to make sure those roosters, hens produced offspring, the kids enjoy following the lineage. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And bring in new chicks. Get them busy with the new chicks and disappear the older ones. Yeah, nuclear is creating, and there's much safer ways to do nuclear too. My grandfather had a cow that babied, hand-fed, brushed daily. He would say, I love Morning Star. but there was only one way to get her to Vegas. That was in an ice chest. She tasted amazing. Hydrogen generation. Yep. And for running, look at biogas, guys. There's all kinds of home biogas kits out there, different size bladders and stuff. You can run a little bit of heat. You can cook off of them. You can put them. It's like a big, huge waterbed bladder, right? You can put them in your greenhouse, put a deck over that, and then do raised bed, and it's going to be way hotter in there. I don't know the 3-digit code. I know Def Group Musgrave for their dive suit. Divers are practically invisible underwater. Got it. I know there's some cool camo dive gear too. When I was a kid growing in the Mojave Desert, we had a swamp cooler, not central AC. The whole family slept in the hallway under the cooler during the summer. Yep. When I was growing up, we didn't have air conditioning. I never had air conditioning in a place I lived until I lived by myself. My first apartment didn't. My second or third apartment had air conditioning. I didn't have air con. I don't think I had air conditioning until I moved here to Tennessee. Yeah, Land Lab's cool. Land Lab's cool, but there's a like, I like watching the Land Lab shorts and stuff, but there are plenty of companies doing biogas. Yep, fans. And guys, there's fans out there right now. We bought, I don't know, a dozen or so of them from Sports Academy. They're battery powered. They're square, pretty cool looking. We bought a dozen or so of those, and they have different sizes too. Personally, name will make some tastier. Funny part is they remember the ones that tasted the best. Look at Milsurp welding trailer. Yep, absolutely. Look at the military surplus generators. We just saw a dude running a pretty badass school bus food truck, and he had a 65 kilowatt, 6.5 kilowatt diesel generator on the back. The sucker looked brand new, and he bought it. I don't know where he bought it from. Your $25 apartment had an AC. Did it? Okay. Didn't cool the house well. We had swamp coolers. We had fans. All right, guys. I gotta pee. I'm out of here. Everybody have a good night. Any of the product you saw hanging on the wall, if you order it, we will ship it to you tomorrow morning. You still might have it by the weekend.